Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
So now we're going to do a review of Cat Lady. Hopefully you've had a chance to check out our How to Play and Playthrough video. So let's take a look at what this game is about first. Now normally I talk about the back of the box, right? And by the way, this back of the box is well done. I could explain the game here. But because we have all the pieces out, I don't need to do that. So this is about scoring the most victory points. The game will end when all the cards have been played. You can play with 2 to 4 players, and if you have less players, you will remove cards that say 3+ on it, or cards that say 4, so you can play with 2, 3, or 4 players. And so you're going to be collecting cats, and cats need food. If you don't feed your cats, they're worth -2 points. But if you do happen to feed your cats, this one's worth 3, for instance, and that one's worth 1. This one needs tuna, this one needs chicken. And so when you'll collect food in the game, and then you will play food at the very end. You don't have to commit to it when you're playing, but at the very end you have to feed your cats. And any cat that's not fed is worth -2, like I said, but also whoever has the most wasted food will lose 2 points. So these cards, when you collect them, must be played right away in front of your playing surface. And then there's 3 stray cats you'll play randomly. You always play with a different stray cat, and there'll be different abilities that they'll have. So, for instance, this one's worth 2 points for every white cat you have. So you'll see there's symbols here that says white, or O for orange, or B for black. And so collecting sets of cats can also score you extra points. So you'll play with 3 stray cats. And here's the food chips, not cubes, that's to say, that you'll put on. So for instance, if I had 2 tuna, you put it right here. Now these are cards that you'll collect into your hand. Now when you watch the How to Play and Playthrough video, we were playing with them open. But toys, if you collect sets of different toys, you'll get different victory points. So if you have a yarn ball, a feather wand, and a mouse, toy has 3 different toys, and it'll be worth 5 victory points. And then you can also get costumes. Whoever has the most gets 6 victory points. But if you have none, you lose 2 victory points. So you'll be in competition to get those. Catnip, if you have 1, it's -2 victory points. But if you have 0, you don't lose any points. But if you have 2 or 3 or 4 of them, you'll get victory points per cat you own. So if I had 4 cats and I had 2 catnips, I would have 1 victory point per cat, so it'd be 4 victory points. And then you have the spray bottle, which you'll see you can use to move this cat around, because this is a card drafting game. And then this is the lost cat card, so if you play 2 of them, you can get a stray cat. Or if you play 2 of them, you can get 2 victory points, which are these victory point chips. So it's a card drafting game, like I mentioned, and here's a sample setup. And so, for instance, I put the cat here. I will take this row, and then I will replace that row from the draw pile. And then the next player could not take this row. They would have to take a column, or a row here, or a column. So that's how you're drafting cards. And so that's how the game plays.
Very nice.
Yes. So, hey, I'm cutting off my head.
Yeah, you did. Oh my goodness. That wasn't good.
All right, so let's take a look here at how Julie rated the game.
Okay.
So here we go.
As you can see, that's all positive. There's a fun, different way to draft cards, which I really liked. It's not the usual way of passing them around, which is kind of fun. It plays really well and fun as a 2-player game. We've played it with more, but I really like it as just 2 players. It's really fun.
This is a game we don't mind playing.
Nope. The art is so cute, and the names of the cats are so sweet and so adorable. I love them. Very easy to play. I mean, David just quickly went over it, and you could easily pick it up like that. And what I also like too, even with 2 players, it does not take long to play at all. Our playthrough that we did is longer because he's teaching you how to play it, but when you're just playing for fun, it can go in like,
we could probably
20
play
minutes?
2 players could play 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's super fast.
And when you say it's fun as a 2-player game, what I meant by that is that this is a game that works well at 2-player.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun as a 4-player, 3 or 4-player game too. But my point is that just playing it with 2 players is super fun. There are some games we've played that are meant for like 2 to 4 players, and it just doesn't play well as a 2-player game.
That's my point. So yeah, you covered what I was trying to say.
Well, thank you very much. I've learned from you.
So, all right. So let's see what my what I had to say about the
Okay.
game. Yes, so remember, we come up with these reasons separately. So it's easy to learn and teach. You saw there, I was able to give an overview in less than 3 minutes. It's cute, funny art. Definitely has the right tone for. I mean, you look at that, and it's kids would enjoy it and adults.
It's just sweet.
And then it pokes fun without being mean. So yes, this
True.
is making fun of some of those ladies that have too many cats that you hear about in the news. So you kind of feel like you're doing that sometimes. Julie, during the playthrough, had the most cats, and I'm sure she did feel like a cat lady.
Not really.
So, you didn't, huh?
No.
Well, sometimes I feel
I
that
didn't really
way.
actually think about it. I was just like, oh, okay, I can feed that one. I'll get that one. I'll get that one. But I didn't really
Yeah,
feel
bec-
like I was.
In other words, a game could be sarcastic in a mean way.
Yes, it could have been.
This isn't that
No,
way.
it's not at all.
So it's average components. It's a neutral. I mean, there is a premium edition though that was made that is out of stock and it's hard to find. But you'll see, for instance, that these have wood pieces with I guess they're stamped. So the tuna looks like a tuna,
Get out,
and it's
really?
stamped with the outlines of a tuna.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
It has some other stuff too. I think these are wood too, the 2 Victory Point chips.
Wow.
Now, what I mean by average components, it's decent card. It's going to hold up to multiple play, and it's rounded, and it's cubes. It's just not the coolest cubes. Now the cat's really cute.
The cat is super cute.
Okay, that did take some effort to get that made, but it's average components. Now it needs reference cards and score pad. So when you're looking at the rules are fine. It's easy to read, pick up on it real quick. But when find myself, when I haven't played this in a while, I got to review again. Oh, what's minus points again when you, for when you have too much food, and then if you don't. So in other words, if it was a reference card, I would never have to look the rules again once I've read it. But because sometimes when you haven't played it in a while, for instance, how you set up certain things can confuse you too. Like you only use 3 stray cats. It's not hard to put on the reference card, play with 3 stray cats, and that's
Right.
we
And
remove
that's
the pile.
it.
But
Yeah.
I think one time when we played it, we forgot that, and we kept on
refilling
the stray
it.
cat.
We did.
And so again, a reference card. The purpose of that is that once you learn the rules, you never have to read them again because a reference card reminds you of those little details
That makes a lot of
that
sense.
you forget. So I find myself without that reference card having to read the rules again. Like if we don't play this in 6 months, I'll have to read it. I'll probably have
Right.
to review it again.
Right.
But with reference card, no.
You wouldn't
And a
have to.
score pad, that does come in the expansion that we'll eventually show you. It would have been nice to have this. Now the score pad does come in the premium edition.
It does.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
but the premium edition costs more.
You get
This
what you
is-
pay for then.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is a nice price point. But would you pay? I'd pay another $3 to get a score pad in here, and reference cards.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it so much for the score pad when you could just write on a scratch piece of paper, but for the reference cards, I would agree to that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's my only negative. I mean, it's minor, but let's take a look at how we rate it on the BGG system here. So Board Game Geek, this is their 1 through 10, and we both said very good.
Good.
Enjoy playing and would suggest it, which
Yes.
means that when we want to play a light filler game, this will come to mind more than other games.
Or if we're tired, but we want to play one more game before we go to bed, this would be a
Right.
perfect one because it doesn't take long to set up, to play, put it away, and poof, you're in bed before you know it.
And I think now to play with children, this does teach math skills. We would have played this a lot with our boys if they were younger.
Oh, yes.
So-
they would have loved this when they were younger. They like it now, but
Right.
they would
There's
have
some
really
good
liked it.
math skills in here to teach that for a young person. Even though it says 14 and up, and the reason why a lot of companies will do that is to avoid certain countries. If you say that it's under 14, you have to pass certain safety requirements.
Seriously?
Yeah, you have to pass certain safety requirements if you say so. A lot of games will say 14 and up to avoid those requirements.
Get out.
Yeah, so I think the EU requires that. I don't remember for sure. Somebody could correct me on that. in
Because
the
I don't
comments.
think an 8-year-old's going to put these pieces in their
I'm
mouths.
just saying though that there's like safety requirements that you have because it could be considered a toy, I guess, When it's considered a toy, you have to get certain safety tests done. It has to be certified if it's under 14.
Okay.
Even though an 8-year-old can handle this. In fact, even a 7-year-old. And if it's a real bright 6-year-old,
they could even tolerate,
they could,
not tolerate, sorry, that's the wrong word. They could understand it.
Because I was playing Star Wars miniatures with my boys when they were 5 and 7. When David was 5, he could have handled this.
Oh,
because he was playing a lot of games.
Yeah.
But again, they're saying 14 and up for those regulation purposes. Interesting, huh?
Okay.
So back to just the rating real quick. I'm sure some people who are big cat lovers would probably say a 9 or 10.
Oh, yes.
Now, we're dog lovers.
So if we played a dog game, we would probably say 9 or 10.
Well, the cool thing is they've come out with a dog version of this, and we got to play it, the prototype of it, and we're looking forward to getting a copy of that and playing it for you on camera.
And just playing it once, I would say a 10 because I love dogs.
Yeah, we enjoyed that too.
We
But anyways,
really
that's
did.
Cat Lady. This is we strongly recommend this.
Very much.
Especially for filler, if you have young children and you want to teach them some basic strategy and math skills. And if you're a cat lover,
You'll love this.
I think every cat lover.
Because like I'm telling you, the pictures are adorable. The names of the cats are super cute. Give you an idea for your next cat maybe. It's just a very sweet, cute game. And they're just like Pablo Picasso.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's so cute.
Well, anyways, that's our review. Thank you for watching. Please
Thank you.
take a look at the how to play and playthrough if you want to see more.
Yep. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.